seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City. They'd love to get that first win against these guys. You've got to think the cards are stacked against them, but maybe they can try a different approach than they have so far and surprise some people.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Harris is out there with Moutier. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Gallinari with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Harris outside. It's tipped. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Farid. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Now here's Beverly. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Looking at Denver, they got their last win against Toronto.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carry the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
Here's Harden. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Terrence Jones is checked in for...
Jeez, how did he do that? I mean, do you know how he did that? That was straight out of a circus act.
Yeah, well, he did seem to be walking the high wire. You're right, Greg. You are right.
Tell you what, guys, that dunk alone worth the price of admission.
Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded. Back to Harris. Right wing. Just 5 to shoot. And Gallinari kicks to Moutier. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Howard. Terry comes in for Corey Brewer. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Jameer Nelson's checked in for the Nuggets. And he gets it to go.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. They set the pick. Lawson kicks to Capella. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on Arthur.
Statistically speaking, let's see where the Rockets sit right now. First in steals, third in fast break points, and they're also ranked number 3 in scoring points off turnovers. They really rely on their defense to create offense for them.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Will Barton, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And he can't hit the second. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Nelson from outside. Denver gets it back. Arthur passes to Nurkic. Here's Barton. Fires for 3.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Outside Terry. Here's Jones. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Nelson outside. Good on the three-point shot. Nelson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And, Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Houston. Nelson dishes to 4. And the 3 off target. The Rockets trail. And here we go. It's blocked. And now the Nuggets, fast break. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Out to Nelson. Here's Barton. He's guarded by Thornton. There's the dish to Foy. Nurkic in the post. He's against Smith. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football when you can pound the basketball.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And off we go at close game, now starting the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Not much room to operate offensively. The defense has been stifling through the first.
Greg, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Boudier out there with Harris. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Harden. That's good. Harden's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's Boudier. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Pass to Harden. Shoots. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Denver in the lead. And here's Gallinari. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. 5th best, the Rockets.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
From deep, Harden. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Harris.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Lets the 3 fly. No good. And Houston the other way now. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And I feel they were the superior team, but they didn't take advantage of their opportunities and just could not close that game out.
And, you know, in the last few seconds of a close game, you can forget about who's the favorite, who's the underdog. That's all meaningless stuff. You know, late in the game that's close, it's anybody's ball game.
Jason Terry is checked in for Patrick Beverly. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Moutier. Bank shot, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Get that bucket in no time at all. Brewer's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Moutier. Terry covering. Gallinari in the corner. And another miss by Denver.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The Nuggets trail by 4. They need this. And he lays it up and in. Gallinari's got 5 now.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Harden. Again, the Rockets score.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And the Rockets making a change here. Jones is checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Nurkic is checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Harden against Harris. Feeds it to Howard. And here's Harden for 3. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. The Nuggets trail. Moutier with the ball. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Fareed, a screen on Harden. Harris kicks to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. The offensive rebound. Over to the left wing. Screen by Nurkic. And Gallinari picks to Moutier. Another shot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Smith comes in for Trevor Ariza. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Lawson in for Jason Terry. And then for Denver, Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Reed. Foy comes in for Harris. And Nelson is subbed in for Moutier. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Houston leading by 3. Here's Lawson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Smith kicks to Capella, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander. Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Nelson from outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
And there's the pass to Thornton. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Barton. Here's Nurkic. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Houston on top, up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Howard is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Brewer in the 3 slot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And he's good on the second. The Nuggets trail by 3. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Gallinari. Dwight Howard pulls it in. We've seen them struggle in the half-court offense.
Yeah, they seem to be disorganized to me, guys. I mean, out of sync, no rhythm or flow.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you got to do it as a unit.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 7th in second chance points, 10th in rebounding, and they are in the top third of the league in assists. With the quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And looking again at those second chance points, they might not be the best in that area, but it is still, I think, to their advantage in terms of the outcome of some games.
Puts up a 3. Ariza no luck.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Gallinari again. Harden. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Nuggets. And, of course, Houston tied up with them.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. And so I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
Houston leading by 3. The 3 from Harden. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
The Nuggets trailed by 6. Moutier passes to Fareed. On the wing, Harris. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Fifth best, the Rockets.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
It's Harden with the drive, and that is good. And now it's an 8-point Houston lead.
And at the offensive end.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Here's Moutier. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself. And he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Harris kicks to Gallinari. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Count that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
It's deflected. Howard. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Moutier kicks to Gallinari. Passes it to Moutier. Dishes to Gallinari. To the middle. And Fareed throws it down.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And here's Harden for 3. That shot is in, just like 6 others. We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed into the arena here in Houston, Texas. It'll be the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors facing the Houston Rockets. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now Golden State's starting five. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Curry can't get it to go. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Jones nets for 2. Barnes grabs the miss.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And here is Curry. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Here's Jones. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And Green gets it to go. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Beverly against Curry. Down low. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And the jam by Harden.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying,
check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a young sucker wanna pull them. Even if a young sucker wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Rolling with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation. Gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks, we gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Never knew chill till I met with beef. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac.
Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies, yeah.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory. This game, the fourth meeting, they'd like to turn the lights out on this series and get the sweep.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Williams is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. Off with the layup.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Here's Clarkson. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Fires the 3. Ariza no luck. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the Hornets.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backcourt, probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass. And guys just weren't working hard enough in my estimation.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Houston. And it's Hibbert missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Howard with the screen on Williams. Harden, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Here is Harden after the basket by Los Angeles. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And stolen by Howard. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Jones. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Smith the pass to Brewer. And Hibbert with the block. They retain possession. Clock at 4. Lawson. And the shot falls short this time.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And again, the Lakers no good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Brewer with the ball. Picked up by Hibbert.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
It's stolen by Smith. Here's Ariza. Lets the three fly. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Lakers trailed by 8. Here's Clarkson. They can't stop the run with that one.
He just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now Clarkson. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. Here's Randall. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. A ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the second free throw, good. .34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's Ariza on the wing. The pass to Howard. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Rockets, Capella's checked in, and it's Thornton in for Trevor Ariza. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Clarkson. Smith with the defensive effort.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets lead by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. They haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Terry is out there with Thornton. Then it's Corey Brewer. Then it's Jones. And it's Capella in the 5 roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Russell against Terry. Feeds to Thornton. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Right at the free throw line. The offensive rebound. Bass can't get it to go.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Outside Terry. The Rockets with another miss. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Young. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. 3rd in blocks, 4th in scoring. And the fast break points have come in bunches for them. Bushel baskets full. They're among the top 5 teams at scoring in transition.
And talking about the shot blocking ability, you love that mentality. No shot goes unchallenged around the rim. They make sure of that. You have to earn everything you get on the inside.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Brewer. Harden comes in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Lawson in for Jason Terry. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Harden against Young. It's Harden with the drive. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. That's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Young. And again, the Lakers no good. Houston leading by 7. 14 feet away. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. And that's 11 points for James Harden. And World Peace kicks to Sacco. That's good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
It's Jones on the way. It's stolen by Bass. Here's Russell. Good work defensively by Harden. Houston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Ariza. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. 8 points for Trevor Ariza.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Puts it up. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
World Peace with it. Now Lawson defending. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles. And checking out Houston. Tied up with them.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. And I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Jones. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Rockets leading by 12. Williams comes with a double team.
2 minutes remaining.
And here is Los Angeles now. Smith kicks to Ariza. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's 13 points for Trevor Ariza.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. .139 left now here in the second. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. So it'll be Lou Williams shooting. It's going to be on James Harden. Los Angeles shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The drive by Bryant. That doesn't go either for Bryant. Rockets leading by 13. Here's Harden. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. And it's Houston on the break. Brewer's got the ball. Here's the 3, and he gets it to go. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Williams, here we go.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And Capella sends it back. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Harden inside the 3-point line. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter. Hibbert gets the bucket.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Houston shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Here's Randall. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Jordan Clarkson.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. Terry outside. And that does it for the first half of play. Rockets ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
All right, Houston, coming on the court. Are you on?
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And on the floor for Byron Scott as we get into the second half. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Lou Williams, and it's Hibbert in at the center, locking down the middle.
And they've looked terrific in transition today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, it certainly has. I mean, they've done a really good job recognizing anytime they've had the numbers advantage, and then they've taken advantage. We've seen it time and time again here.
Here's Ariza. That doesn't go either for Ariza. Lakers trail by 17. Stolen by Beverly. The alley-oop. And Hibbert with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Brandon Bass is checked in for the Lakers.
Brandon Bass.
Harden against Williams. It's Harden with the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Williams kicks to Hibbert. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Hibbert's got his second bucket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
All right. Coming on the court are your own Rockets power dancer. Give it up.
So for the Rockets, Jones checked in for Smith. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And then for Los Angeles, Randall's checked in for Bass. Young comes in for Williams. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. That one goes. Count it.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the pass.
My pipes are intact. Don't believe me? Ask your boy in the back to the track. These recordings be important and responsible for drama like Sarah Palin, Joe Biden, McCain, and Obama.
Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. Man, listen, we be on a life or death mission. Get paid like tuition or caged up in prison. One time for your mind, two ghetto politicians. 3 for all my niggas locked down in the system. NYG. They said New York fell off. Who bringing New York back? I'm like, where we went? What part of the game is that? We've been here the whole time, anxiously waiting. And the streets paper chasing, pre-testing our patience. Now stop the presses. Listen up, this is not a lecture. More like a message with a flow that's as hot as peppers. Pop the only way you can stop this villain. I'm sick with it, with amoxicillin. I've been the illest, this ill kid, Operation Red. Though I never contemplated that. Then that's a wrap. Turn your pages to 03. Chapter NYG's. Pants is my code D. No iron team, homie. Picture me solo.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Ready?
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. The Warriors are in the midst of a road trip going into this one. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Kevin, I don't think they're too worried about the winning streak coming to an end, especially if they just do what they've been doing, which is play good, solid, smart basketball at both ends of the floor.
And given some of the other teams they've taken down during this streak, you've got to believe they're going to add one more to it tonight, as long as they don't come out here and lay an egg.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes and the small forward. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against New York.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And the basket by Curry. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Barnes dishes to Green. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. That's on Terrence Jones. Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Screen by Howard. Here's Beverly. Nailed from three-point land.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The drive by Green. No good from Bogut.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. You're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Ariza. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And that one's good. Beverly.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
On the wing, Thompson. Launches it. The Rockets pull it in. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. He made it look easy that time.
And they'll keep possession. 4 on the clock. Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
Boy, he's got a nice looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
The Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And that one's good.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch off it. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Keep it going for your Rockets power dancer.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Houston. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. And it's Iguodala in for Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Harden. Ariza outside. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end. He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Howard setting the pick for Beverly. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Harden's got 5.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Here's Rush. Ariza covering. Back to Curry. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Rockets lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Brewer and Smith, the two rangy forwards. Lost it out there with Terry, and it's Capella in the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Shooting for Houston.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Green kicks to Curry. Off target from outside. Houston in the lead. Tries to keep it alive. Smith outside. Lets the 3 fly. No luck. So Golden State will take it the other way. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. 5th in steals, 6th in scoring. And they also rank right there in the top 10 in fast break points. I mean, this is a really good transition team. They love to operate in the open court.
And that ranking in the steals category, airtight perimeter. Defense is one of the things that makes this team go. Their aggressiveness, for me, sets them apart. Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Jason Terry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And Brewer kicks to Jones. Now, here's Brewer. He's tightly guarded. And the 3 off target. Warriors trail by 4. Curry with it. He has 6. Clock at 6. Curry with another miss. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Capella, the pass to Lawson. No good from outside. Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Thompson comes with the double team. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors.
I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Barbosa with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court to end the drought. Brewer with the rebound.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And that one's on target from the wing. Brewer's got his first bucket of the night. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down now to just... Games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Warriors, fourth. Fifth best, the Rockets.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Capella. Pisa comes in for Corey Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
They get it again. Jones kicks to Harden. A three ball. Kept alive. Pass to Beverley. Leaves it dishes to Harden. And another shot. And at last, they get one to fall. And the Rockets lead by 8. And Harden comes to help. Feeds it to Barbosa. There's the triple. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Smith comes in for Terrence Jones. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Warriors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. 2 shots. Second.
I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on, puttin' on. Everywhere I gon' puttin' on. Puttin' on. What you want? Step under the court like 2-3. I was made for the game like Kyrie. Representing for the city, yeah, I be. In the land is where you gon' find me. Courtside at the Q in the flow seat. Y'all know it's the green season. Catch me only at the short season. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing. Been turned up from the day, boy up on the land till I die.